So this is a singular Plum patio session, and this is my wife's idea. She's a very wise woman. She encouraged me to get my thoughts out and enter into this space while it's fresh. So I'm doing that. This might not ever be public, and it's not the whole reason for this. We had an experience tonight where we left her mom's house in a bit of a flurry because of the dialogue and the direction that headed. But I'm not even here for that. I think I just want to express that the fact that it's it is almost 1 a.m. My mind is racing. I can't go to bed. This is one of the reasons for recording this. Like when I say I'm here for this, I'm here for this. And this meaning, it doesn't even sound, it sounds patronizing, saying something like, here for this social injustice or whatever. I think for me, it's about the sphere of influence. My patio sessions, all of that is about affecting the sphere of influence that we can control. So that's what I'm doing. My emotions, I was telling my wife, like, I thought it was over, right? Like, I thought the grieving, the mourning, I thought that was something that happened early on when George Floyd was murdered. I thought that was something that was just temporary in the moment, and I see now that that's not the case. Because it took something as small as a hug from my sister-in-law today to open up the floodgates of those emotions. And so I realized that it's not over. It's not over for me. But I also realized that it's not. I don't think I'm the majority in this. Ooh, those are buckshots, y'all. Yeah, welcome to Oak Cliff. But you also got to realize that my wife brought it to my attention that I'm not unique to this, but there are not a ton of voices in my sphere of influence as far as black people, black men specifically too, that are as vocal or as emotional or as passionate, I guess, if that's the right word for this. Not everybody is in the same space, and that's okay, because we all are dealing with this quote-unquote movement and everything that has happened in the past couple weeks. We're all dealing with it differently. So I had to allow myself space for that, and if it was not for my boy Daniel Opal, shout out, I would have had no concept of how to create space for myself for this. So it's not over. I don't know when it'll be over, if it'll ever be over, right? Like they're busting off again. My parents, my grandparents, like I'm a descendant. I am a direct descendant of slavery. So the fact that like now I am using my voice, I'm speaking on it. I'm not an activist. I am not a civil rights leader, but man, there's nothing more important in my life right now than this, whatever this is. So, my patio sessions, these conversations, I can no longer show up inauthentically. I can't just like sweep my experience or my emotions or my state. I can't just they're getting it in over there. I can't just act like I don't know. I'm just not the same. I don't think I ever will be, and I don't ever want to be. As long as I'm in this space, I want to be present for it. I want to be here for it. It's not easy. Like I said, we left her mom's house in quite a bit of a flurry because I had a huge problem with what her mom's husband said. It was around the Confederate flag, and in my perception, he was defending it. And he told me to do my research on it. What the hell research do I need to do on the stars and bars? I know what it stands for. Don't defend that. I was just over there praying for your daughter because she's having surgery in a couple of days. I was literally just there showing up, buying you a very expensive bottle of Jack Daniels because I know you have a good heart. He's a mechanic. He's helped me out so much with car problems and all that. I don't doubt the man's heart, but again, it's about bridging that gap between your blind spot and the rhetoric and the experience of Black America. And so, excuse me, you defending that, I couldn't stand for. And I damn near had a panic attack at their house today. I texted my wife from the bathroom, which is funny but not funny. But I texted her and just said, "Hey, I'm having a very, very hard time right now." Which I was having my anxiety was through the roof. And this is all new to me, like entering into this space and being so vulnerable. Like I'm raw. I'm very raw right now. I'm raw. I don't know what the next day looks like. I do not know that. So I had to be honest. But what I'm learning through this is that I got to be honest with my wife, and because that's my family, that's my home. And so I had to text her in that moment and be like, "Babe, I don't know." I was thinking about Ubering my way home. Like I just could not be in a place where I couldn't feel authentic. Long story short, like we eventually dove into those conversations. They were lovely, and it took a really, really far left turn, sharp left turn, which is why we ended up leaving. But that's just where I am. That's where I am. That's who I am. That's who I am right now. That's who I am right now. And right, wrong, or in between, that's where we are. So, those are just a few words from yours truly. Plum Patio session. Yeah. I was messed up, y'all. Like I I went out and after we left, went down the street. I had been drinking a little bit, not anything crazy. I had a fruit bruise, so I didn't want to drive home. You know, it's about a 30-minute drive home. I didn't feel like it was necessary for me to drive. And, but I went around the corner. I told my wife, because I pulled the car up, she hopped in, got the dog in. She's like, hey, you want me to drive? I was like, yeah, just hop in. Went around the corner and I hopped out and I just screamed at the top of my lungs. Like, and I lost it like Incredible fucking Hulk. Like I was just, whew, so emotional, so raw, so real. Again, I gotta thank my boy for helping me understand I gotta create that space for myself to get it out. In this moment, in this time, I had to. So I did that, and then I let her drive. Went home. I talked her ear off. Excuse me. Got back, we talked some more, sat in the patio, and here I am now, sharing my thoughts because it was her idea that, yo, baby, you gotta get this out. Because I'm still healing, I'm still dealing. I'm still healing, I'm still dealing. Yeah. Why me? Why do I feel this passionate? Why do I feel this connected? Why do I feel this heaviness, this burden? Not even a burden, but like, why do I feel this type of commitment to staying so close, staying so plugged into this narrative, this dialogue, this moving forward? I don't know. I was telling her, my parents never really preached blackness to me. Understand that. My dad's Jamaican, my mom's from Colorado, both black parents. But they never preached you're a black kid into me. The most I got from that was when I started getting of age to drive, and we had to have the conversations around the cops and driving and all of that. But it was never about like, hey, just stepping into my excellence as a black person. It was never that. They just raised me the best they could. And I think I'll turn out okay. But it was never about a pro-black, none of that, right? Back to Africa and back to Jamaica, none of that. It was never any of that. So, why do I feel this strongly, this passion? Like, why am I leading this group of young black men and Black Men Smoke in my cigar club? Why am I so passionate about? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm here for it. Again, it's just where I'm at. Love to all who have love for all. And even if you don't, you gotta create a space for that too.